Hi friends, it's me Michelle here, and today I'm going to be doing the Brontë Novels Tag. This tag was created by Melinda at A Web of Stories, and I was tagged to do this by Suey at Suey's Book Banter. So thank you ladies, and let's get started. First question, number 1. Agnes Grey is the prompt for this. And pick a book about women in the workforce. The book I've chosen for this prompt is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. Now, maybe controversial. Some people hate this book. Some people love it. I really liked it a lot. I couldn't put it down. And this definitely centers on women in the workforce. Somewhat devious women, but women in the workforce nonetheless. So yeah, Yellowface. Prompt number 2, Jane Eyre. A coming-of-age novel centered on a female character. I chose one of my favorite books of all time, which is A Student of Weather by Elizabeth Hay. In this book, we're following a little girl named Norma Joyce, who is growing up in the 1930s Dust Bowl in Saskatchewan. And we follow her story from childhood through her adolescence, and we follow her from Saskatchewan to Ottawa to New York City. So, fantastic coming-of-age female character in this one. A Student of Weather by Elizabeth Hay. Number 3, The Professor. A book by a favorite author that is not your favorite. So, Heather O'Neill, who wrote Lullabies for Little Criminals and The Girl Who Was Saturday Night, and I forget the other books. I've read about 4 or 5 of her other books. She came out with this one last year, The Capital of Dreams. It's a departure for her. It's kind of like Animal Farm meets Charlotte's Web meets, I don't know. It's the main character in here is a goose. So yeah, I don't know. I had high hopes for this one, but it just didn't hit with me. I think I gave it 2 stars, but love Heather O'Neill, and I'll still read everything she comes out with, but this just wasn't one of my favorites of hers. Next prompt is Shirley, a book about female friendship. I've mentioned this book before, but I'm picking Snow Road Station, again by Elizabeth Hay. This book, I can't think of a better example of a book about female friendship. We're following Lulu, who reignites a friendship with Nan when she returns to her small town of Snow Road Station in Ontario. And we follow the 2 women, their trials and tribulations, and it's just a really fun, fantastic friendship. Next prompt is number 5, The Tenant of WILDFELL Hall. A book about someone in a toxic relationship or someone recovering from a toxic relationship. My Sister, the Serial Killer by O'Kinyon Braithwaite. Love this book. In this book, there are multi-levels of toxic relationships. The one that stands up the most is the main protagonist. We're following the 2 sisters in here, one of whom has a habit of killing her romantic partners. And her sister has to keep bailing her out. They're codependent. And I think it's a great example of an extremely toxic relationship. So yeah, fantastic book. Very toxic relationship. Number 6, Villette, a book about a character in a new land. This one, I chose This Other Eden by Paul Harding. Absolutely loved this book. I read that. It was one of my favorite books of 2023, and it is one of my favorite books of all time, actually. I love it. We're following it's 1792, and we follow a bunch of people living on an island, but one day there's a new person who arrives, and in the form of these officials who are trying to force them to leave the island. Although the protagonist isn't someone arriving to a new land, it's still, I think, fits within the theme of someone going to this island. So yeah, it's the best book I could think of. Number 7, Wuthering Heights, a book where a home or other building plays a major role. How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. This is more than just a haunted house novel, but the house in this book plays a major role as most of the action takes place in the house, and it seems to kind of have a life of its own without giving anything away. So yeah, How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. And that does it for the prompts and the questions. This was really fun to do. Thanks again, Suey, for tagging me. I will tag some people in the description box, and I hope you enjoy doing this tag. And thanks so much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye.